All right, we are here, Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania, PPW Reloaded. I didn't do the car ride up preview. I don't have Brian with me. He's busy. Day got really hectic. So we got here, everything's cool. Had a microphone break. So what they always say to the wrestlers is bring your gear. If you're a podcaster, if you're someone who has equipment, as audio equipment, always bring your gear. Always bring your equipment because it came in handy. We would have went to a 2-mic show, but I was able to save it with a 3rd mic, which let me have a commentary job tonight. So always bring your stuff. If you have equipment, if you have gear, always bring it, because you never know when a microphone's going to be needed or when something's going to be recorded. So that rule applies to podcasters as well, or media or content creators. Always bring your stuff. Anyway, card's going to be absolutely slammed, fantastic. Got to sit with Alicia and Tessa Blanchard for the meet and greet. Both awesome people. She's really inspiring because I got to pick her brain a little bit. I'm sorry I don't know much about the MLW or about her, but she's literally a content creator interviewer who worked into the business, which is really inspiring, knowing that it can be done. So really big fan of hers. I can't wait to go home and watch her content and learn a lot about her. But yeah, Tessa Blanchard, super cool, really nice girl. I think she's gonna have the match of the night. The whole card's stacked top to bottom, but really pumped, excited for tonight's show. Remember, to start this off, just let you know that the support really helps. Like, shares, letting people know this exists really helps us out. Merchandise, it's all there. Patreon, if you can do the Patreon, it's like buying me a beer every month. Now, $2 or $3 a month helps the show, pays for a lot of bills, and helps us keep growing, and gas to travel to all these shows. So this show today, I did it yesterday. I went to a show in New York. Today I'm in about another hour, 2 hours away, and then tomorrow I have a podcast and then another wrestling show. So this weekend's really busy, really a lot of content. Hopefully we get some stuff tomorrow with Sanctuary, but really excited for the day. I got about quite a few matches tonight I'll be calling. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Check it out. Bye. All right, I got a really quick intro to the show. PPW Reloaded. Joined our night. Davis, EJ, Paul's not here. He just said he's somewhere in the back. I told him I'll get him on the intro, so I'll run and grab him. Awesome card tonight. Real quick, let me run down. I'm not showing the card. Vinny versus Ruda, Rembrandt Griffin, McCoy, Header, Vita Von Star, Dina Steele. Primetime Heat versus SPF, Primal Fear versus Tarzan Lee and Slade, Cheeseburger Andretti and Facade, Sam Odin versus Sam Adams, Recon Theory, Cage Pierce, and Johnson versus Keller with Tessa Blanchard and Danny Moe doing the start. Let's get the anthem in here. We'll be right back. All right, so coming in couple days later, this is going to be the 17th of Wednesday, and I'm just finishing this vlog, and I gotta say there's not a lot on this one. This show was crazy, to say the least. So I didn't get a chance to get a lot of content this day because it was just non-stop running around. I did get a really good interview with Primetime Heat, and there was a lot of cool run-ins during the interview, which maybe I should have just put in the vlog, but I want to keep them separate. I want the interviews to be a thing and the vlog to be something else. Also, during the meet and greet was absolutely fantastic. Tessa was so nice. Alicia was so nice. Got to talk with Vita a little bit, Vita Von Star. She's super dope. Huge horror fan, love it. And Cheeseburger, got to see Cheeseburger for the first time in a long time. Always great to see him. So the card itself, we get there, the venue is set up differently. They have commentary in a different spot. They put the production in a different spot because last show they were on the one side of the building, but that side of the building had a ring set up, so they couldn't put the production where they normally are. So as someone who has done production, when you're on your way to the show, you and this is just me speculating, you have a game plan in your brain, especially if you've been to the venue before. The easiest thing to do is run well, I do things differently, but they do a switcher and stuff like that. They have a lot more involved in their production than I've ever dealt with. They do like instant replays, and I've never run a switcher board, so I can't relate to that. I've only done really audio and hard cam, and then put everything together in post. But when we got there, we've grown accustomed to 4 microphones on commentary. It was 3 once again. Not a big deal, but it is hard to get your reps in. Especially when there's a 4-man booth. They now chop it down to 3 mics, and they want to do guest spots, and then they rotate other people in and out. And once again, not my production, not my company. But it is frustrating when you do travel as far as you do, and you do take this very seriously. And there's only so many jobs to go around at a show. And then everybody can kind of jump on that one. It's a little frustrating, but you know, it's part of the game. You gotta take it as they come, and when you do get an opportunity, go for it. You know, so that was difficult. Then they have to move commentary from one spot to another because a headset isn't working. So now we're going from 3 to 2, which that just destroys everything. And kind of like I said in the vlog, I always bring my stuff. One of these days I want to do a complete breakdown. Maybe not for this, unless people are interested, but maybe a breakdown of what I use equipment-wise and what I use and how I set things up and what I bring. But I essentially have a bag that I use technically for one show. Because when I go do commentary at another promotion, I bring my own, like I know I have to be I'm providing the microphones because I want my content to sound, I want the microphones and everything to sound good. So I provide headphones, a special microphone adapter that goes on the arms they already have attached there, and I just kind of put my mic holder on, my mics, run my own wires, plug my own headphones in, and then I plug it into their system and we're good to go. So I always have stuff with me. So when I was there, they're like, hey, we have a microphone broke. So I just kind of ran out to my car, and I have these like portable tripods that I could put microphones on as well. So I brought that in, microphones, cables, the whole 9, headphones, and boom, we're back to a 3-man commentary booth. I'm able to get more reps in. Fantastic. And I really liked the fact that I could use my mic because I know how to, like, there's an on and off switch, which they're not a huge fan of us talking in between matches, but it is very difficult to try to coincide with your partners, especially when we rotate as much as we do, to not talk, to find out who's going where or who wants to take a break and who doesn't. So it is very difficult not to be able to talk but also need to communicate with each other. Hard. But once again, not my production. So yeah, we've had essentially everything you could imagine go wrong. Audio was cracking in and out. Our monitor kept shutting on and off. The guy who was running production, his headphones stopped working, so he couldn't hear us on the commentary feed. So we'd have to keep running around the wall to go to him to be like, yo, this is messed up, and then run back. It was not ideal. But once again, issues happen, things go on, not his fault. And we'll work through it, and when you have those hiccups and realize what went wrong later, it makes you better as a team. So that's one of the big things. Is I was very frustrated, I was very angry, I was very vocal, but once again, I take this very seriously, not only just for myself to get my commentary, but there was a moments on that show that talent were really, they worked hard to have, and they work really hard, and they travel just as far as you do to just do commentary, but they have an opportunity to slip and hurt themselves or end their lives. You know what I mean? I know it sounds super dramatic, but people have died in the ring or have injuries that affected their lives very much so. So I take that all into consideration when I do commentary, that I have to be on my best because the people in the ring are really good, and they work really hard, and they're very passionate what they do, and they've worked 10 times harder than I have to get there. So I need to be on my game to make sure my commentary is on point, so it tells a story they're trying to tell in the ring. So when everything else goes wrong, that bothers me, and it's nothing personal. It's just that's my mindset going into a show. I know this is long, but I'm trying to drag it out because this vlog is only like a couple minutes long. And I'm trying to relay to this show and everything like that. But anyway, yeah, so issues. It's going to make us a better team. We're going to bounce back from it. Besides that, I thought the flow of what we had worked really well. Behind the scenes, Brian backstage essentially ran backstage team. We're going to go now to like a commentary team and a backstage team, and Brian's kind of heading up that team, and I thought they crushed it. I mean, some of the things they did was really, really impressive, and I'm looking forward to see how that plays out. And the best way to experience PPW shows is WYLN TV in Hazleton, if you have access to it. YouTube, PPW Entertainment, where they will air the stuff they put on TV on the YouTube thing, or Fight TV, where you can buy the full pay-per-view and watch everything. I really highly recommend it. If you do watch any of my commentary of any of these vlogs, feedback, please tell me how I did. Please tell me what you thought. We are going to have to go back and do a match post-production because of the issues they had. So I was bummed that the match I was really looking forward to at the main event didn't go through the way I wanted it to. But we're going to fix that in post, which is exciting because they still allowed me to be on the call to do that in post. So we have that ready to go. We're going to get that done. But essentially that was PPW Reloaded. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, a lot of disappointment in the way it was behind the scenes. But the beautiful thing about this business is you'll probably never know, because when you watch the show back, it's going to look like we crushed it. And that's the magic of this. But once again, I'm doing a vlog. I'm trying to be candid and kind of peel back the curtain. But this is a great learning experience for me because errors happen, production fails, things go wrong. But these are all the things that go wrong to make us better. And the fact that we can all kind of put each other in check and be like, yo, you could have done this better. You could have handled this better. You could have addressed this situation better. And being a good enough team that we can kind of call each other out on that stuff makes us a better team and makes me proud to be a part of that team. And I'm excited to jump into Anniversary Show, which is going to be coming up, and knock it out of the park again. So follow PPW on all social media. Check out the rest of the vlog. Like, share, subscribe. Support. It helps us out a lot. I talked about it at the beginning, but thank you all so much. PPW Reloaded vlog. Don't know what episode. I don't remember. Whatever. You see it in the bottom. You know what episode this is. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.